This is going to be a three-way battle between obviously three films. So I'm going to do first video is film 1 versus film 2. Second video is film 1 versus film 3. Third video is film 2 versus film 3. Obviously I'll give a score at the end of each one. So film 1, Shawn of the Dead. Film 2, admittedly I can't find it right now, but I do own it somewhere, Zombieland. And film 3, a film which is quite underrated for zombie comedies. It's Cockneys vs Zombies. So let's go for Shaun of the Dead versus Zombieland first. Now, Shaun of the Dead is about a zombie invasion that happens in London. Obviously, it's got Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, directed by Edgar Wright. It's got Bill Nighy in. It's got so many well-known British actors in, as you'd expect, because it's a British zombie romantic comedy. I know, it still sounds unusual to me saying it, and that's after about nearly 10 years, if not more. So, what do I think of Shaun of the Dead? Shaun of the Dead is the film that, I don't say started zombie comedies, because there might have been some before, but it's definitely one of the most famous, if not the most famous, zombie comedy film. Interesting fact about it, there's people in this are also in, like, cameo in Hot Fuzz and The World's End. I know probably most of you will know that, but there'll be people that won't. Just look out, I think it's a bonus feature in The World's End. There's a bit that looks at the cameos in all of them, and you'll see that there's quite a lot of similarities between them all. Zombieland, that has got Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, oh god, I can't remember, Emma Stone, and it's the most famous American zombie comedy. Now, it's about Jesse Eisenberg trying to get home. Now, I know that seems an odd one, but he's trying to get back to his family to see if they're alive, but it turns out that that doesn't end up happening whatsoever. Very amusing script with that one, but after watching it about 3 or 4 times, it gets boring and repetitive. I know that sounds stupid, because that should be the same with every film, but like, you don't miss details in it, because it's quite a simple film. Star power, I think, would probably have to go to Shaun of the Dead, because the cast have become a lot more famous since this, but that's not to say that they weren't famous in the first place, because some of them were. Blood and gore, not too much in this, not too much in Zombieland, just the right amount to make it amusing at the same time. I'm trying to think what else to compare. We've got directors, but I can't remember the director of Zombieland. Obviously, we've got Edgar Wright, who was supposed to be directing Ant-Man, but him and Marvel went separate ways. I believe that Shaun of the Dead's the better of the two films. It's the original, it's hilarious, and it's funny for the sake of being funny. I know that sounds silly, but like, some films aren't intentionally funny, but this one is, and it's incredibly well written, incredible acting, and I'm sure that a lot of people will agree that it is one of the funniest films, British films, that's ever been released.